Everyone, it's Psychic Ben 10 here. Welcome to another video. Okay, do the little things matter? I'm starting to learn that they really don't matter. A lot of us are very hung up on little things that are very petty and just unconstructive to be thinking about. Um, So I'm learning these days that it doesn't actually matter that much, just through my experience in moving forward with people. The biggest thing you've got to do to get over that is persevere with people. Even if you don't really like them, you have to just keep persevering with other people. Never isolate yourself. Isolation is a lower vibration or existence. That's why a lot of people with mental health problems are isolated. I do have empathy for people in that position, but it's not ideal. You do have to try and move forward with other people. Um, so that's what causes you chakra problems. A lot of that is anxiety is because of an absence of other people, and that's not really what we want. So all of those little things that we're scared of to be around other people with, uh, we have to persevere so that we can learn and acknowledge that there was a reason behind why people did a lot of that stuff. And when we get hurt, we don't really understand why that happens, and that's what we have to ignore and just keep persevering with people, because that's the healthiest situation you can be in. So Christina keeps saying talk about Cerner. Look, I'm gonna be brash with you and open. As a spiritual medium with me, it's very difficult to when the energy is so fast, it's really difficult to sit down and not do something that's not main freight and think a lot. Um, so say like Lily Cerner, for example, she could help me with financial planning in spirit world, but the minute I sat down to do that, A, God wouldn't approve. Uh, B, I probably wouldn't approve that much, because I think you just go to work, you make your money, you find really simple ways to grow your money if you want to do that, and that's it. Um, I'm not an extravagant spender either, unless it's for someone I care about or if I want to do it. Um, I believe we can get everything we want um, pretty easily if we're not fussy. Um, I'm not hard to please as a person with those sorts of material items, and if there's something I need to do that's expensive, I'll find a way to do it that suits my budget needs, and I can do it pretty well. So I don't really see a need to just sit there and grow my money. So hence why financial planning just wouldn't be really for me. Um, Spirit is saying it could be fun if I wanted to do it, but I if it's fun, you have to see a point in actually doing it, and I just don't really see any point at the moment. And if there is evidence of there being a point, I want people in the spirit world to actually reveal that to me, um, so that I have the evidence that it's actually going to be good. They can't just sit there and say, "Oh, it would be fun." That's not good enough as a sort of answer for me. I'm going to need a little bit more explanation as to why I should do it if I'm going to sit there and do it. Um, and besides, Christina would scold me if I sat there and started doing that stuff, because she gets very impatient with a lot of things that she thinks doesn't matter. And that's wisdom, to listen to all of your spirit guides, not just a couple, all of them. And that's why I listen to all of them. Um, so if you listen to all of them, if you listen to all people who are trying to help you with genuine intent, it's the strongest position you can possibly be as a human, because it's collective wisdom that you're listening to from God. So they get their intuition from God as well, which is all positive in trying to help someone. So if you listen to it all, you can't go wrong, because nothing actually can go wrong. What's the worst thing that can happen? It can only really go up. Like if you got people with positive intent helping you, how can it go bad? So yeah, intuition always works out for people's highest good if you trust in intuition. It never goes the other way. So um, yeah, and I'm gonna keep getting just think of Cernafab. Well, Cerna's just like any other person um, to me. I've got spirit guides, Christina. I've got my father in spirit. I've got my psychic television phone line. I got my forklifting job, which I don't mind. I'm generally pretty positive about life. Like with what I do, I'm quite passionate with the things I do across the board. So look, um, yeah, they're saying just think of chocolate then. Yeah, fair enough. I'm sort of thinking about going out today and buying ravioli that I saw on a plasterboard up around the highway, because I need to make food, or you know, or or do something along those lines. That's sort of like I'm interested in that sort of thing. And Lily Turner is very interested in that topic as well. She's not just about mathematics. She's actually very interested in my food topic and in what I do in the kitchen. Amanda D'Augusto is really interested in my food topic. She's not really someone that likes to think too much. She likes to get out there, and that's her wisdom, and be interested and interesting in a lot of different things. It's very inspiring. She's a real motivator, and she's very non-judgmental. She really actually cares about me. She's also my twin flame as well, and that's why she guides me on my path. Um, and she's honest as well. But like, if she doesn't agree with something I do, she's very honest, but she's very nice about it. Um, and I really appreciate that. Um, she's just a wonderful person. So um, I don't really know what else to say, but yeah, I don't think I'll be treading water. I think the public just has to have trust in somebody, because they think they know what's best for me when they don't even really know what's best for me deep down. Um, yeah, and they keep saying just think of Cerner. Um, Obviously, it is collective wisdom, but I don't know. I can't really see it being that exciting, to be honest, to do something like financial planning. I find it quite superficial. Um, what would I need the money for a start? And they might say for a house, for this, for that. Why? Well, okay, fair enough. But buying a house isn't really that difficult. You know, if you're working and making money, you can afford to buy a house without having to overthink too much, um, like what most people do. Um, so I don't really know. I don't really understand the whole debacle over these sorts of topics, because I don't like to overthink things that you shouldn't overthink, because it's just pointless. Um, I'm someone that likes simple pleasure. I love coffee. I love just waking up and going to work. I don't like being bogged down in overthinking anything. That's what gives you cancer, actually. If you overthink and it's not fun, if it's fun, that's a different story. If it's not fun, that's what gives you cancer. Because it's not about practical application. It's about having thoughts in your head that just aren't serving you, and that manifests in cancer, which is bad. That's why if you're an overthinker, it's good to do stuff like this, videos like this. It unravels your mind, and it's teaching material as well for everybody out there. And when you're focusing on another with the topic that you're having a challenge with, you actually get the answers for it, because you only get what you give. And it's a way of giving from your place of disharmony. So, um, look, that's all I'm going to say. I don't know if there was meant to be any more to this video. But they kept banging on about Muhammad for ages, and they're actually accepting the fact that it's not going to make me happy. So I, they're not hard on me about it anymore. So it's probably the same for something like this, with what my other twin flames are getting me to do. I know someone like Amanda wouldn't do mathematics in a heartbeat. She's also my twin flame. She's got a different ideology. So we're all similar as twin flames, but we're all different at the same time as well. We make our own bed, we make our own choices. So I don't know why people keep saying just think of Cerner. And if they keep saying I want a bit more substance to their, and a bit more backing behind why they're telling me that, it's not good enough to just say just think of her and then we're going to leave you alone. I actually want explanations as to why they're telling me that. So thank you.